Gosh, after all the hot weather we've had this summer, it is now feeling very autumnal. It's windy and it's been pouring down with rain, which is in contrast to our hosepipe ban that's still on this month here on the Isle of Man. And I just want to show you a little bit of what I'm growing right now in the greenhouse, both inside and out. And I also have some big news, which I'll get to in a second. But first of all, I'm absolutely shocked to show you that I have eggplants, so aubergines, growing outside here on the Isle of Man. I planted this aubergine in my old Belfast sink. I usually have greens growing in here, but it was just because I didn't have any space inside the greenhouse. And look at this. This doesn't really happen outdoors on the Isle of Man, but look, there's not only one aubergine here, it's getting to a good size, but I just noticed this morning, look at that, 2 more. Now I have a plant inside the greenhouse too, and it has fruit on it, but it's nowhere as far along as the one outside. I find this incredible. All the warmth that's inside, it has suffered from some slugs in here, or snails that I've removed, but that just shows how warm it's been this summer outside. So I hope those guys will continue growing and I'll be able to harvest them in time for our big move. Yes, that's the news. So this year I've not really been planting very much here in the greenhouse. I put these tomatoes in, they're Tigerellas, because I grow them, or I have grown them from cuttings of last year's plants. So I didn't even sow the seeds. I had the plants already. And they're putting on quite a few tomatoes. I've been picking them for salads and actually just eating a lot right off the plant. These are a good tomato for cooler climates. It's an heirloom variety as well, so you can save the seeds if you're sure that they're not cross-pollinated. And they also grow very easily from the side shoots that come out. Let's see if we can find one. So something like this, but you want to find one that isn't flowering, and you can propagate new plants for next year by taking this and either rooting it in water or rooting it in compost, which is what I prefer because I think that the roots are a bit stronger. There's a lot of green tomatoes on here still. And then over here I have my coffee and quite a few little seedlings. Now these guys, so anything that's in a container I'll be able to move very easily to the new house. So this is all coriander, cilantro growing in here, and I've got some mixed greens and some spinach growing in here. These seeds here, those were a lettuce and they were expired. This is one of my favorite seed companies, the Real Seed Company, but they didn't germinate, so I'll pop some other seeds in there. And then I've got some greens over here. Now these, oh my gosh, there's so many seedlings in here that they actually popped the compost up after they started germinating. These are a pak choi, and they were, let's see here, 4 years expired. I picked up the seeds from the seed swap, and I didn't think I'd get a very high germination rate. But as you can see, sometimes seeds will surprise you. So some Chinese broccoli there, and that's some cabbage. And then this is Chinese cabbage here as well, which is really nice. And then in here, these I'm going to plant out very soon. These are the red meat radishes, and they're red inside, and they're gorgeous. They're a winter type, so they'll stand outside and get to quite a big size. So this type of radish you would grate up or you could roast. And then I bought this little geranium. It's called Captain Starlight. I found it actually in Gardener's World magazine, and I saw a picture of it and I had to have it, so I ordered it. I'm just kind of growing it on in here. You like my mug? One of my best friends gave this to me when I was visiting in the States. So the move. I've kind of kept it on the down low this year. There were some indications that I was about to move because I moved my lavender that I had planted here at the house to the allotment. I've been moving other things. It's been a lot of work that I've been trying to keep quiet because I didn't want to jinx anything. So I've been living here at this house for over 4.5 years now. And I moved in here when I got divorced. And I've been renting it. It's not my house. It's been beautiful. It belongs to a friend of a friend, and I got a pretty good deal on renting it as well because it is quite a nice area. And I've also been moving around a lot of my adult life. So I've moved and lived in several countries, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And owning a house is a bit of a commitment, and selling it on and all of that. So I've been a little bit reluctant to buy, but the Isle of Man is my home now. And I'm really excited that we got the keys to our new house last week and have been really busy renovating it. So it's a little bit older and it had wallpaper everywhere, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a tour of what the house looks like in a sec. But that is kind of my focus right now as far as any of my extra time and energy we're spending up there at the house, working and trying to get it ready to move into by the end of this month. And it's a daunting task because everything in the new place pretty much needs to come down and be redecorated. We're putting in a new bathroom as well, and it's going to be a lot of work. So even after I finish up this morning with this video, we're heading to pick up some paint and we're going to be up there working on that. So let me give you a bit of a tour of the new house so you can understand how much work we've been doing this past week. And I think you'll kind of understand why I haven't been in the garden all that much in the past, let's see here, 5 days. So this is the entryway. We've stripped all the carpets off the floor, all the underlay. We've begun stripping all the wallpaper off the walls as well. This is our fireplace, and right now that has a cord. Look at it on the left. It's an electric kind of insert fireplace, but we think that behind there is a gas fireplace, which we will remove and hopefully put a wood burner or a multi-fuel burner in there maybe next year. So this is the lounge. There's also some really fancy indoor windows here, which we're going to keep, at least for now. Kind of interesting, kind of weird. So looking down the hallway here, we have toilet here to the right, and the bath, which we are completely redoing. So Josh is actually with his brother right now taking all those tiles and a bunch of other things to the waste disposal area. This is the kitchen. I'm currently working on stripping wallpaper. That's the wallpaper stripper right there. I'm just gonna turn it off because it's starting to fizzle. Yes, ready meals. Vegetarian ready meals at the go. House renovations and all, keeping it real. So you can see the very fine wallpaper on the left, and I've been working on that just now. The kitchen, we're going to do a full remodel, but not this year. It's just a little kitchen here in the front, and then a dining area at the back right now. And we're thinking of actually putting the kitchen over in this area and then moving the dining area back here. We'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna show you the bedroom. So this is the main bedroom. The wallpaper is still up right now. We've taken the closet doors off, so we're going to have to think about some kind of replacement door for that. There was also a massive sliding closet. It's sliding door closet here, and we've taken that out, and it's actually created so much space. You can kind of see where it came out to on the floorboards there. This bedroom is going to be my new workroom. So this is where a lot of the Lovely Greens work. Video editing, photo editing, all of that will take place. And these cupboards were in here against that far wall, and we've given them away. And the people who are taking them are in the middle of taking them home. So they'll be back tomorrow to fetch the last pieces. More wallpaper to strip in here. It looks like this room used to be painted blue, and it's gonna look completely different when we're finished. So I'll make sure to come back here and show you what it looks like when it's all complete and I'm moved in. Some of the plants that I have growing here, so the aubergines and also the tomatoes, I'm not really sure how well they're going to take to being moved to the new house. So what I'll be doing in next week's video is taking cuttings from the Tigerella tomatoes, and so that way, even if I don't get more fruits this year, I can continue these plants on and plant them again next spring. So I'll overwinter them in the house like a house plant. And then I have a lot of other tasks that I need to do, some moving flowers, some perennials and things to the allotment garden, and then preparing some of my gardening stuff for the move as well. So cleaning pots and all kinds of things. And then in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to give you a complete tour of the new growing space at the new house. And I think you'll find that quite interesting. It's a smaller garden, but it has a lot of potential, and I want to transform it into a beautiful but functional edible landscape. And I would love to hear your ideas on that. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this time. Let me know what you think of the new house, and I will see you next week here on the Lovely Greens YouTube channel. Thanks.